think our real, what we need, I believe, in my humble opinion, is that I think we need really determined campaign of non-violent civil disobedience in this country. By non-violent, I mean not just physically non-violent, but also not a non-hateful campaign of civil disobedience, meaning that we try to project love to everyone around us, including the authorities, and that civil disobedience is a very powerful way, non-cooperation with unjust laws like the SOCPA, which bans you from demonstrating within 1 mile of Parliament, or the freedom to assemble, which has been basically banned under the Public Order Act, effectively, or can easily be banned. And so I think we need to look at ways we can non-violently break the law. So walking into Parliament with your hands up, that's a crime under Section 132 of the Serious Organised Crime and Police Act. Demonstrating within 1 mile of Parliament without authorisation is a crime. So we should be doing these kind of things, I think, to draw light to the fact that not only do we have unjust laws in this country, but we're also dealing with a government which is behaving in a very unjust manner by authorising these wars of aggression and spending vast amounts of money on weapons of mass destruction and just misappropriating taxpayers' funds into more and more war. And also, so that's what I'd say. You know, I think these A to B marches are good. They're very great things. You know, what an amazing thing to see so many feet on the street. But I think that to be successful, we almost need to withdraw ourselves from the system that we're a part of. There are ways of doing that. You can quit your job, you can put your uni on hold or whatever it is that you're doing, and you can basically go and live pretty much outdoors in this area, and there's plenty of places to get food and accommodation or places to sleep, as long as you've got some friends in a ground mat and a sleeping bag, and then you can demonstrate within the SOCPA zone. And we should keep on breaking the laws and demonstrating until, you know, probably at the stage where people are in prison, and we just keep on telling our message that there is an injustice taking place. And I believe that when you are prepared to go beyond, through barriers of fear or anxiety, and you're prepared to sacrifice some of your freedom for the greater good of others, you can actually achieve amazing things. And that's what I think we need to start realising, is that the only way we're going to change this thing is if we step above the parapet and do things which perhaps we wouldn't ordinarily do. And I know, and I myself feel, you know, that it's difficult and challenging, and it seems as though there's no benefit in it. Some may argue it's worthless, you won't get anywhere. But I think if you look back through history, people like, you know, Bobby Sands, and he was actually indeed a violent terrorist, but his hunger strike in prison, and people like Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King, Mahatma Gandhi, these individuals showing that through self-sacrifice, also the suffragette movement, Pankhurst, I think she was sentenced to several years in prison, in Holloway prison. She served 6 months, I'm not quite sure, but what I mean is if you're prepared to break through the chains or the inconveniences and the tools which are used to prevent us from doing things, then you are very powerful, because nothing can stop you at that point. No amount of prison time, no amount of hardship can actually stop you from speaking out. And the truth is that this system only serves the interests of a very small, less than 1% of the population, and everyone else is in service to it. Now, if we can get everyone in service to it, including the police, the armed forces, the other people in society, to realise that their interests are not best served by serving this system, and actually get them to start non-cooperation, as in, I'm refusing to pay my mortgage because it's unjust. Why should people have to pay mortgages on houses when they're paying the interest constantly, just like they are with the credit cards and all the rest of this debt-based monetary system. Why should they have to do that? Because it's unjust. So if we can get people into the realization that they are very powerful, and through non-cooperation we can achieve a lot. We could effectively get rid of mortgages in this country. We could end war. We could do a lot of things because we are very powerful. The government relies upon you thinking you are powerless, but you are very powerful. And you can only realise your power when you refuse to obey injustice. So long as you toe the line, as it were, you are not doing the true. You're not showing your true potential. So I think that's what we need to do myself.
Thanks very much. That's a great educational talk.
Hey, no problem.
Take care, man.
Thank you.
What today? How did that go?
The protest the other day, you must feel very passionate about your belief to go and climb up there and stick a sign up.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I climbed up on one of the plinths outside Parliament, the Houses of Parliament, with a sign that asked, "How can armed forces create peace in Afghanistan?" Because it can't create peace, and I did it so lots of people that work around this area, probably a lot of them have government jobs, so they could ask themselves that question. And I was up there for 3 hours. I was arrested, detained for about 5.5 hours. I wasn't charged with anything, but I've been bailed to reappear at Charing Cross Police Station. And I have certain bail conditions that I can't go within 1 metre of the Houses of Parliament, Downing Street, any Ministry of Defence building, or any designated site in the soccer zone.
And it sounds a bit unfair that they've stopped you from all them places rather than that one plinth.
Yeah, but I'm gonna continue, and I'm prepared for the consequences. It was interesting. I was interviewed by counter-terrorism officers rather than police officers, which is interesting given that I'm trying to promote peace and end to the war in Afghanistan, and counter-terrorism experts are
Strange, yeah. So it's good talking to you, man. Keep up the faith and the movement. Cool, man. So this is hardcore, man.
Hardcore?
Yeah, this is no holiday camp, is it?
No, definitely not. It's not.
No, sorry, I'm saying that. No one's saying that except me.
Oh, right.
Definitely not. It's not a campaign without it being hardcore. It's a campaign to bring the truth back for the masses. It's a peace campaign. Sorry about the others who decide not to treat it as a campaign, but that's how life goes, really. We love everyone. Peace and love.
Cool, thanks. Since it was planted, isn't it?
It has, yeah. What we need down here are keen gardeners. So if we had keen gardeners, we'd be growing loads of stuff.
How long did it take for you to work that out? Don't mind me. Huh? Don't mind me.
In the words of Simon from Planet E, if we had keen gardeners, we could grow loads of stuff.